Hello there gamers, update 7.0 is officially coming next Wednesday to Mobile. And I've got some things to share, not just the official trailer, but some inside information from the game ambassadors. Huge shout out to Man With No Game for his help in making this video. I will link his own video in description. Definitely check it out because it has even more details that I might not mention in this video. Definitely give it a watch and a sub to his channel because he makes amazing Mortal Kombat Mobile content. From what I've seen so far, I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited. I had pretty low expectations for this update, but what I've seen so far makes me actually hopeful. There's a new mode that's coming that is actually looks super exciting, and let's watch the trailer and then we'll dive into even more details than the trailer provides. So we're getting some new characters. We're getting MK2 movie Kitana. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I didn't even realize that there is MK2 movie. I wasn't following the news, I guess. So that's exciting. I wonder if we're going to get more MK2 characters. Well, the question is not if. The question is when. Then we're also getting Nightmare Ghostface, which is... I didn't even realize that Ghostface was part of the Warner Brothers. They had rights for him. Was he actually in MK11? I completely don't remember. Then we're getting Johnny's Mansion stage, which new stage is always cool. And now the best part about the update is the Klash Towers. This one is super exciting. It doesn't say much of how it works, but Man With No Game has lots of details on that, so we're going to talk about it in a few minutes. Kitana, the looks-wise, honestly looks too similar to other Kitanas. Ghostface is obviously a very unique character. There is two of them. I haven't actually watched the original Ghostface movie, but from what I've learned is that there's two characters that work together to defeat the enemy. We're getting new brutalities. We're getting Triberg Brutality, which looks absolutely sick. And then we're getting Spawn Brutality. I don't know why, for some reason, I thought we already had Spawn Brutality because I remember him sitting on his throne, but I think it's just his victory stance, so that's how it feels familiar. So yeah, this is basically the official trailer of the update that's coming next Wednesday, 7.0. Let's dive deep. And to help us dive deep, I have a video by Man With No Game. Once again, we're not gonna look at every single detail, just the main things, and definitely go give it a watch. The link is in description. So Klash Towers, finally, after so long, we're getting a new game mode. And this is truly new game mode, like completely different from anything that we currently have in MK Mobile. So it does feel pretty confusing from all the information we have right now, but the gist of it is this. So the Klash Towers are gonna have two stages. Stage number one is going to be the preparation stage where you set your own teams. You can see it on the next screen. You can set 5 floors of your own towers, and then you can set a talent tree for your setup, which honestly is incredible because based on what teams you get, and by the way, the choices for the characters and gear are completely random, so you don't pull them from your collection, which means even if you're Day 1 player, you are still gonna get basically a set of characters and gear to choose from to set your teams, which means you don't have to have them. Even the characters that you don't have, you will be able to set as your defense, which is gonna be very, very cool and potentially helpful to help new players learn the game as well. They can see which teams work, which teams don't, and it also allows for variety of difficulty among the towers. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to be balanced, but Man With No Game assured me that the team spent a long time and a lot of effort to make sure it's fully balanced and that there's going to be teams for every level. I'm not sure how the fusions are going to work. Are the fusions going to be random, or are they going to match the fusions of the characters that you already have in your collection? It's just the choice of characters is random. I'm not entirely sure about that. We're going to have to wait for the next week to find out. But what makes me excited about this game mode is that it's all about team composition. this is a whole new element where you literally set defensive teams from specific characters. And once again, Meant But No Game said it's going to be balanced, meaning each player will get some really strong characters, some weaker characters. So it's not like if you like somebody will get like classic Liu Kang, classic Raiden, Spec Up Scorpion, and all the great stuff, and somebody else will just get a bunch of garbage gold cards. It should be balanced. We'll see how balanced it actually is. But you build your defense team, and then at the invasion stage, you actually get to attack other people's towers and earn points for your realm. There is one thing that makes me a little bit sad and anxious about this game mode, is that it's tied into the faction wars, which means it will be part of the realm clash. It means the rewards, you don't get, as far as I can tell, any additional rewards from this game mode, only the points that are gonna basically determine your rewards based on your leaderboard. And my least favorite thing about the realm clash is how terrible the rewards are, even if you score high, and plus the hackers in the realm clash that literally have billions of points on top positions, just making it not fun and super demotivating to try to grind the realm clash, either from survival or quick battles. Now there is another way to grind those points. In my opinion, probably the most fun way, at least the way it seems on paper, but I'm not a huge fan of the whole realm clash leaderboard system and how rarely we actually get rewards. So despite this being a super fun game mode, it's probably not going to be really worth it in terms of rewards unless they fix the hackers on the leaderboard, and if they buff the frequency or the quality or both of Realm Clash rewards. So there is new character Ghostface. I'm gonna leave this on screen, or even better, you can go to Men With No Game video and check it out, what this character is all about. I'm probably gonna make a whole separate video when we're gonna go through all the new gear and all the new characters. There's 2 new characters and 2 new pieces of gear. Well, technically there is 4. There is Triberg Brutality set, and then there's Spawn Brutality set. So we're gonna take a look at all of that in a separate video. For now, let's dive into actual update and what it has to offer besides the new characters and new gear. So we are getting 2 new diamonds. So no gold cards this update, which is one of the biggest complaints from the previous updates, is that we're getting these useless pay-to-win gold cards that usually are not even that good, and they're just not worth investing your resources in most of the time, because golds are severely underpowered compared to diamonds. It's a whole topic, different topic on itself. In my opinion, ascended gold cards, at least make it, if it's ascended to level 5, allow them to use 4 gear slots, so they're at least comparable to diamonds at Fusion 5 Ascension. If that was the case, gold cards would thrive, but unfortunately it's not the case. So gold cards, in my opinion, no matter how good they are, sure, some of them would be able to get close to diamonds, but most of the time, if you have a really stacked account, there's just no reason to use gold cards most of the time. So there is a bunch of gold cards that getting ascensions this update. We're getting all 3 Tribergs that are getting ascended. Then there is 2 more golds. Unstoppable Jason and Gunslinger Aaron Black are able to be ascended this update. Some of the towers that are coming back are going to be Tower of Horror, which actually is going to have the new Ghostface as one of the rewards. Sorry, my bad. Nightmare Tower is going to have Ghostface, and then Tower of Horror, that's also coming back this update, is going to have Noob Saibot as one of the potential rewards. So rewards got updated for the old towers, which is great. We're also going to be getting Classic Movie Tower repeat, Linkway Tower repeat, and even Tower of Time that's going to come back during this update. They also fixed the WBID accounts creation. It was not possible to create a new account because they were transitioning to a new login system apparently. So if you had an old WBID account, it seems like you will be able to transition to the new system easily. If you didn't, you will be able to create a new account. I'm not sure what is it all about, like what is the difference, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. As far as I can tell, there is still no way to transfer progress between iOS and Android, but maybe that was why they did it. At least I haven't heard anything about it. it would be nice if it was actually a possibility. Another new feature is cameo pack trials, where just like you have the summon packs trials, if you open certain amount of packs, you're getting a random diamond. The same is now going to be for cameo packs in the Faction War store, where if you open enough of them with rubies, you're going to get some random diamonds as well, which is a nice touch, even though I've never opened a single cameo pack. After they raised the prices for everything in cameo in Faction War store, I haven't even opened it. I'm so mad at it, and I think it's disgusting move that they did, so I'm basically boycotting that store. Plus, I don't really think that cameos matter that much. At least having one cameo, no matter what it is like 90%. The other 10% could come from having a good cameo, but I usually just use my Reptile cameo because the healing is so good for crypts and for, well, yeah, pretty much just the crypts, because I don't really play Survivor. It might be actually good for these towers. I wonder if we'll get to if we get to use only one team to progress through the entire tower, or do we get to switch our teams between the floors? Once again, gonna have to wait and see. Alright, this is it. This is all I got for today. Thank you so much, Man With No Game. Definitely check out his video. I definitely didn't mention every single small detail that's coming in the update, just the main stuff. So if you want to know absolutely everything, check out his video. And another video where I'm gonna take a look at all the new characters and gear is gonna be coming out tomorrow. You are gonna be getting daily videos for a while for MK Mobile because of all of the update hype. So hope you are gonna enjoy it, and subscribe to not miss it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.